What do I choose for an episode this week? I need something quick since I took time off from being sick all last week. Easter's coming up, so I could do something with that. Or a tie-in for the highly anticipated new movie, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. There's gotta be something from Jagged Edge Productions that fits all three of those categories. No, not Dinosaur Hotel, not Snake Hotel either. Bambi the Reckoning isn't out yet. My son doesn't need to see the Tooth Fairy just yet. There, Easter Bunny Massacre: The Bloody Trail. Wait, that seems like a sequel. There we go. The 2021 Easter Bunny Massacre. Perfect, I can describe this one like I can all their other movies. We've got some young people isolated in a house in the middle of nowhere, and something's chasing them down. In this case, a guy in an Easter Bunny mask. And just showing a still shot, I could easily say, this is Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and it would be believable. The director, Jack Peter Mundy, knows children's characters. He did the Jack and Jill one, and the writer knows horror lore characters, hence writing Summoning Bloody Mary 2. The hell? Stop summoning Bloody Mary. All the regulars are back. Trees, the sun, booze. There's Sarah Cohen, she was in The Killing Tree. And there's May Kelly from Winnie the Pooh. And there's that classic small talk.
He doesn't stand a chance. Shut up, Theo. Just because she rejected you.
I bet that she'll be pregnant by the end of the year.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's such a slob.
Just tell me about the legend of Jason Voorhees so we can get a better story in here. Wait a minute, who the hell? This is moving fast. Ooh, that's a twist. The Easter Bunny is hot. I don't know what's happening. They all seem to hate each other and are talking mad shit behind their backs or in front of them. Also, it's both Easter and graduation day.
To us. And to escaping the hellscape that is Little Willow High School. No more exams, no more teachers telling us what to do.
You're all 28. They were probably happy to see you leave. But who's gonna sell the other kids drugs?
Who really wants to get this party started?
No thanks, I already had some Tic Tacs in the car. Oh man, the side effects are hitting. Everyone's going in super slow motion. The producers love it when we take this. It will definitely pad out the runtime to 88 minutes. Even the Easter Bunny himself is getting in on the action. The pills are so powerful, he will shit out a chocolate egg. Oh no, he's having a bad acid trip. This is classic Easter Bunny. Kill one of the girls and make it look like they all killed her. It really is the best way to remember the sacrifice of Christ.
It could have been any of us. Or it could have been all of us.
Thanks, Hercule Poirot. Guys, it's obvious. Between all of us, we've battled Jack Frost and Humpty Dumpty. Look for someone in a mask. Their plan is to just simply hide the body and pretend this never happened. That way, as they put it, they can still go to college and med school, since they're all so young. They should have called this movie, I Actually Don't Know What We Did Last Summer. This is the perfect plan. Apparently, there's no evidence we were all together. If the shitty cop from Freddy's Fridays is involved in the case, you might get away with it. Aren't they all concerned that there may be some other random killer lurking in the woods trying to frame them? No time for that. We're hiding the body, so let's still use a grave marker and put her personal items on it. Better get the title screen in there too. Use a label maker in case we need to peel it off and change it. It's 1 year later and they're all invited to a reunion. I would say it's another one of Marty Ranson's traps from Slaughter High, but Marty would spend a little extra money on the invitations. Ugh, spent too much on this hammer. Best print out a tiny piece of paper and stick it to this card I found in the trash. I'll get the rest of the Easter decorations from Five Below. I can't believe it's been a whole year. We all look like the previous scene was just filmed yesterday. I like how they're like, I don't want to talk about what happened. Let's just forget about it. All while accepting an invitation from the woman who was supposed to be dead. Clearly, this is a trap. Why didn't you throw that invitation away? Here we are, together again. Whose producer's house are we using this time? Is this the one from the Dinosaur Chases Us in a House movie? Or the Nutcracker Chases Us in a House movie? Now they're accusing each other of sending out the morbid invitations. Guys, this is really putting a damper on my 19th birthday. These scenes are already long enough. Why not start repeating ourselves?
To go back to the conversation, you guys all received invitations from someone claiming to be Heather.
Yes, we've established that several times. Did anyone bring drugs? Someone dish out the drugs. When it tries being scary with the bunny walking around in the background, it really does look like they're a movie studio whose entire library is based on The Strangers or You're Next, with more dialogue that's just awkward.
I don't like people ignoring me. It's like school all over again.
That was 30 years ago, you old man. Let's take a break. These two are gonna be talking for a while. Might as well go do other things now. Come see us at our next convention, Midwest Gaming Classic, April 5th through the 7th in Milwaukee, where we'll be there all weekend long with prints, DVD exclusive episodes, movies, and my book, Class of '86, Marty Ranson approved. Get your tickets today at MidwestGamingClassic.com and hope to see you there. Welcome back, people. See, we're not missing anything. We've got some extra footage of them all slow-mo tripping balls again. Throw it in there as a flashback. My God, it's all coming back to me. We all hate each other. Why are we hanging out? Also, it's a scavenger hunt now. The bunny printed his instructions using his fortune cookie maker, and the clues are all in the kitchen. Plus, there's free peeps.
It's time to find the cuckoo and cook it from the nest. The question is it better to be in the frying pan or in the fire?
Why don't you all just go home? This is like I'm watching a group of people go in on an Airbnb and they're trying to find out where the owner put the keys to the garage. Truly, this is the most elaborate Easter egg hunt I've ever seen. Ah, maybe this present is something out in the open for us all to see. I knew it. It was Jigsaw this whole time. I wanted to play a game, but you're all just too boring. I'm not wasting one of my traps on you. So Heather's voice is the one on there taunting them. Heather is the name of the dead girl, by the way. I had to double check that too. Can't wait to see these people bounce ideas back and forth.
Oh really, what do you recommend then?
I don't know. Leave? Tell someone?
I think we should stay.
Why? Why stay? This is the first time in a stalker film I've been like, you know, if you ignore whoever is taunting you, they'll probably get bored and move on. You're all idiots for showing up. At least they can be somewhere alone where they can get the romance on, though.
You look nice.
Oh, thanks. So do you.
Thanks.
They go together like Cadbury cream eggs and ketchup. I like how the clues are all still in the same present box, as if one rewrite could make it a Christmas movie. Another recording? We just saw this!
I want to know who did that, and you're going to tell me.
What does it mean? I want to know who did that.
My bad. The alternate Mockbuster title is clearly, I want to know who did that. Why are you getting your 90s slasher knockoffs mixed in with my Easter Bunny movies? And the villain is just stupid.
Carl, you're supposed to be a doctor. Why did you let Heather die?
What? I wasn't a doctor. I was on my way to medical school. Heather's an idiot. The flashbacks are showing that some of them cheated on each other, and Heather is blackmailing him. It's mind-blowing to everyone here.
Hold on. You cheated on Amy? With Heather?
Yeah, that's the craziest thing about this whole scenario. I'd rather go to church than watch this movie. Here they are just shit-talking each other again while eating chips. I'm surprised they didn't film her eating the whole bag. This slow-motion dancing is in the movie more than the Easter Bunny. Oh good, they got a second bag of chips. Next up, let's watch them polish off a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper. All the secrets are coming out.
I mean, Heather knew my secret, that I was a virgin.
You what? No, you weren't.
I put you in bed with a stuffed teddy bear and I didn't have the heart to tell you, moron. Now we have to watch them talk for 5 more minutes about how they previously changed their phone numbers due to weird phone calls. One guy forgets that he's supposed to read a note too.
What did yours say, Carl? The note from the Easter egg.
Oh. Everything is fun and games until somebody gets hurt.
Glad we finally got to that original fucking message. They were so busy listening to hours of recordings and reading more threatening sticky notes, they didn't even notice the murderer room yet. Hello, this is once again the same box as before. They're just wrapping it back up again. That's devious. Sometimes it looks like I'm watching video of the actors auditioning.
You've got to calm down, Maria. Please.
You are sick, Neil.
I knew if you said anything, that would have been it. Our lives over.
Bad news. You both got the parts. Now I truly know what the big chill would have been like if they were all invited to the weekend getaway by dead Kevin Costner. Only I never wanted to know that. Also, in this case, it's a horror movie, apparently. The jury's still out on that. I'm having a hard time finding the Easter Bunny or the Massacre in this movie called The Easter Bunny Massacre. Witness the thrilling scene of the bunny going upstairs without him seeing him. Kidding. We do finally get a death scene where he dumps scalding, melted chocolate on his face, which is not even steaming, and honestly looks like something else. Then he politely bruises a few of his ribs for good measure. That's too much action. Go back to opening another present and finding another recording with the same box and the same recorder.
I'm fed up. All these games, we're getting nowhere.
I'm fed up too. You're right, killer. This is going nowhere. Even the Easter Bunny is getting impatient.
That's rude. In that case, I'm gonna go, so...
I was tired of seeing you all argue. They're not gonna leave this place. Let's stay here till nighttime. We'll hide out in the rooms, so it'll be hard for him to see us through his mask. All this time of waiting for nightfall to happen, maybe I should finally wipe the blood from my face. Be very careful though. Daylight is still trying to creep in through the window. After the establishing shot kindly asked it to leave. We're gonna be sitting here for a while again. I don't have drugs on me, but let's throw in another flashback from when we were on drugs and more revelations.
So you're
gay. Yeah.
That's cool. I don't even remember your name. One slightly different thing about this Jagged Edge movie is that is supposed to be a person in a mask, although if it really was the Easter Bunny, the costume would still look the same. I mean, I totally believe that's the real Humpty Dumpty. It's gotten to the point where one guy just has a flashback by himself. You want a magazine or something? Some lotion? No matter. Continue with the extra drug trip footage. Easter Bunny Massacre. Even when another death happens, I'm still not feeling this massacre. Now it looks like some friends got together and invited the weird guy who's a little too obsessed with Donnie Darko. Let's take another break. She's gonna be running for a bit, and was polite enough to wear white, so that'll help the lighting guy out a lot.
Easter's coming, bringing a treat, a Cadbury favorite, something you eat. Easter cream eggs. Nothing else tastes anything like them. Cadbury's Easter cream eggs. Ooh. you can get them wherever you buy candy bars.
We're back. Now hold still so you can pose for the shots that'll go up in the IMDb image gallery. Ah, perfect. We spent too much on these shots. Best off-screen you to death now. The movie has about 20 minutes left. That's enough time to slowly walk from the second floor to the first floor and to discover a new room where, wait a minute, does Heather have something to do with this? Why are they shocked? The invitation said Heather, and so did the recordings. Gee, did this have something to do with Heather dying? Find out what the next recording says in the new episode of 13 Reasons Why I Don't Give a Shit. Even in the show-stopping moment when we find out the killer is one of them. Pick one, whatever.
Marty.
Marty? Wait, is it Marty Ranson the whole time? But what about Heather's voice on the tape?
Heather's voice, I thought...
That was easy. Heather was always making videos of herself. It wasn't hard to stitch them together.
Okay, I'd buy it was the real Easter Bunny before I buy that she just happened to record enough footage that I could edit threatening, very specific audio out of it. So he's killing people to protect Amy so she wouldn't be busted for Heather's death? Oh, you're doing the two killers thing, aren't you?
Amy! What are you doing?
Relax, the flashback will make it make sense. Turns out Heather and Amy have the same father, and she wants his help because her mom has cancer. Then when Heather got mad about it, she killed Heather.
Once you figured out who I was?
Yeah, because you forced him into it.
Force him to do anything?
You pretended to be his illegitimate daughter.
What does this have to do with the Easter Bunny? All this shows is that Heather kind of had it coming. The simple solution would be, okay guys, this time let's seriously not talk to each other again, and now let's all leave. Instead, both of them started killing a lot of people to cover up something they should have went to the police about anyway. This movie is terrible, my god. I picked this movie like a simple Easter Bunny horror movie I chose at the last minute. Instead, Blood and Honey 2 will clearly be a huge step up after watching this. This is slow, repetitive, convoluted. Now they're putting their masks on and posing for more IMDb image gallery shots. I don't know how we went from here to now they're in a field and this dude is beating them to death. All I know is that I missed last year's review of Beaster Day, Here Comes Peter Cottonhell. That had hilarious effects and was more so of a comedy. This is, we're serious about taking a stock I Know What You Did Last Summer script and redressing it as an Easter horror movie. Getting through this was so difficult, it made this a way worse week, and last week I had COVID! Oh, I guess the survivor is the Easter Bunny now. Will that make more or less sense if I watch the sequel, Easter Bunny Massacre: The Bloody Trail? I don't know, because if I ever get to that one, I'll forget everything that happened in this movie. But it's best that we leave Easter Bunny Massacre the way it would want to be remembered, with a long establishing shot of the house.